What's up guys, I'm Ray. Today we're going to be talking about Pokemon. The other day I did a Pokemon short for the announcement of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and it blew up. So I wanted to do a starter guide for anybody wanting to know statistically what the best starter is. If you ask me, just looking at cute factor alone, that is going to be Piplup. Piplup is the best starter in Generation 4 for Diamond and Pearl. And probably will be, I mean, we can't speak too much on it because we don't know what statistics are going to change, but based off of the last generation when it initially came out, based off of cuteness, Piplup is the best in my opinion. And as far as badassery, final stage, Infernape is definitely the coolest out of them, but Empoleon does have a regalness about him. He looks very uptight, very polite, very fancy. But Infernape just seems super cool. When I first got Diamond, Piplup was what I went with, just because I was a big fan of penguins back then. I still like penguins, but as an adult, I don't really think about penguins as much. But if you ask me what my favorite bird is, I would probably say a penguin still. I mean, I'm thinking of birds, and I can't think of anything better than a penguin still. That's why I went with Piplup. I'm thinking if, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'll play whenever the game comes out. I've only played Diamond once and I never got to replay it. So it was the very first Pokemon game that I played. I think I might go with Chimchar, but I don't know. Definitely not going to with Torquid, but these are just my personal opinions. Let's get into my arguments on my rankings on statistically what the best Pokemons are going to be for you as a starter in the Sinnoh region. This video has been done a lot by other Pokemon YouTubers and stuff like that. Poketubers, they call it apparently. They just make anything up. But for my subscribers, you may not have seen one of those videos, so I wanted to do one myself, especially since you guys subscribe over Pokemon contents. A couple of you guys have. So I got this video just for you. Don't say I don't do nothing for you. Okay, so third, this is going to be the worst starter, in my opinion, for Generation 4 for Diamond and Pearl. And this is going to be Turtwig. Turtwig is a grass ground Pokemon. So it evolves into become a it's going to be tanky. The speed is slower than the other Pokemon. So he's going to be more of a defensive Pokemon. Turtwig is going to be immune to electric effects. So that's really good because there's an electric gem in the game. So you'll be pretty good for that. And Turtwig is also resistant to ground and rock attacks. So there's that. But one thing that really kills Turtwig is that it has a, not double, 4 times weakness to ice type Pokemons. Ice isn't super common, but it's more common in this game than some of the other Pokemon games. Usually all the ice types are off on a mountain somewhere, but for some reason in Sinnoh, the ice is very spread out more than it would be in a regular Pokemon game. So that could be a problem for you in the game if you encounter any ice Pokemon, because Turtwig and its evolved forms are going to take 4 times as much damage, and that's horrible. On top of that, he's also weak to flying, bugs, and fire type, of course. One thing about Turtwig that is a little bit better than the other Pokemon is he does evolve faster than Chimchar and Piplup. He does evolve faster. So if you like evolving your Pokemon, that definitely is a plus on there. And I just have one move that really sells this Pokemon, Earthquake. Turtwig gets to learn Earthquake, and that is a phenomenally crazy move. If you have Turtwig, you need to learn Earthquake, because that is going to save you a lot, if you can even survive with what you have. So, next up, I know I said this was number 1 in my heart for cuteness, but Piplup is going to be the second best pick for you. Piplup is a water Pokemon, and with a steel edge, basically. So with the steel in there, that lets them learn water, ice, flying type moves based off of the bird build. And I will say Piplup has the lowest base stats in their final form in Empoleon, but they have a strong special attack and a strong special defense. So Piplup is going to be weak to fighting, ground, and electric types, and you're immune to poison though. So that's pretty useful also. Especially since I think the evil team in this game uses a lot of poison. So that's pretty useful in that instance because they use a lot of poison types. I could be getting my Pokemon games confused, but I believe the evil Team Rocket or whatever it is in Diamond and Pearl, they use poison types. So that's actually going to be pretty useful for you. They are also, Piplup is also resistant to normal types, flying types, rock types, bug types, steel types, water types, psychic types, ice types, dragon types, and fairy types. So if you're looking for resistances, Piplup has the highest resistances. So it's going to be more your middle ground all-arounder. If you're going into battle, Piplup will have a resistance to almost everything. And you only have to watch out for fighting, ground, and electric type Pokemons. And those will be the ones that will give you the most trouble. But resistances go long, and they go far, and they go wide for Piplup. So that's why Piplup has the #2 spot on this list. As far as what the best Pokemon is, and most of the time, in most of the Pokemon games, fire types are the best starter. I don't know what it is about the favoritism with fire, but fire is usually the best Pokemon pick in most starters. I am going to do a Sword and Shield best starter guide based off of how this video performs. I'll post that and stuff like that. But drumroll, #1 is Chimchar, Infernape, and Monferno. That's going to be our #1 pick for the best starter for Diamond and Pearl. So if you're wanting an easier run through and you don't really care about cuteness, or if you want the easiest run or you like fire, this is going to be the best one for you. And so Chimchar is a fire fighting type. He does have a low defense stat, but because he's so fast and he's so strong, usually you're going to be hitting one-hit knockouts all the time. He has a very versatile, wide move pool. He can learn Fire Blast and Focus Blast, and those are amazing moves. You want those moves. He's also resistant to Bug, Steel, Fire, Grass, Ice, and Dark. So not as many resistances as Piplup, but that's still a nice handful of resistances. On top of that, there's only like 3 other fire Pokemons in the game. If they don't add any, with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they may add new fire Pokemons. But in this one, there was only like Rapidash and some other stuff. I don't remember all of them, but there's only like 3 other fire Pokemons. So to make up for that gap on your team, if you're not able to get one of those other fire Pokemons, it makes sense to start with this one, with the high attack, high speed. They also have the highest base stats. So if you look at the stats for all 3 forms for the evolved starters, Infernape has the highest base stats. And then you're weak to flying, ground, water types with a double immunity to psychic. So you do want to watch out for that. I do want to say Piplup didn't have any double weaknesses, and they did have a bunch of resistances, but just based off of infinite speed and power, I have to put them as #1 on this list. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any other questions about this video or any questions about the statistics, how I came to the decision, feel free to comment down below. I'd love to talk to you guys. If you have any questions, or you have any questions and you feel like your pick for the best starter is different than my pick, I'd love to talk to you about it and hear your points. So go ahead and drop them down below. Just know I am a Piplup fan, and I wish she could have been #1, but her statistics just didn't keep up with Infernape's raw ferocity. And this is going to be all of that for the best starter guide for Diamond and Pearl. And this is Event Array. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.